What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the replay of Sunday Night Dead. Please enjoy the video as we wait for this video to begin.
Welcome to Sunday Night Dead.
Alright, guys. Welcome back to Sunday Night Dead. Tonight is going to be freaking awesome. Why is it going to be awesome? Because to the 8 people that are currently watching, if you're here for the end, you're going to find out a quick sneak peek on something totally fucking awesome. So make sure you stay tuned until the end of this video, because it was definitely insane what I have to show you guys. So it's going to be after our replay video. So after our replay video is done, I'm going to show you guys something that's going to blow your freaking minds. Like, your brain is just going to, like, eject your seat out of your skull, because it's going to be so cool. Anyway, I do want to give a congratulations to Christine Reed for winning a t-shirt from last weekend's Sunday Night Dead. Noticing that I had the Freddy fingers on during what would have been the replay. You would have seen it in the replay, because essentially by the time people come on, it's something that I did so quick, because I like, basically in the beginning of every video I say, hey, welcome to the replay of Sunday Night Dead, and I threw my hand up and I had the fingers on. So unless you watch the replay, chances are you wouldn't have seen that. So that was our little sneak thing that we did. So first we had Jamie, now we have Christine. So 2 winners so far that have t-shirts sent out to them. I see Sandra Pink in here. What's going on? Okay, I really want to know. So Sandra posted a thing about a glow stick challenge. I really want to know what that is. because I have a feeling it's something spooky. And if it's something spooky, I want to do it. Yes, the casket I had detailed. So my buddy, I wish I had the cards. So my buddy owns a CBD oils and accessories shop. Also a vinyl. I could just talk without tripping over myself. A vinyl business. So he can wrap cars, do things like that. So he has two companies that he owns. So funny enough, he happened to be at the CBD shop. So I loaded the casket on the Jeep, drove it down an hour away, and we literally picked this thing up in the middle of town and hauled it inside of his shop. And the reactions of people that walked through the front doors and seen a casket laying there on the floor was pretty damn comical. So, yeah, definitely was a cool time. So we got the logo on there, and then I told him, like, dude, do your thing. So he added the skulls with the crossbones. Okay. So my wife heard me on the live. So there we go. So yeah, here's his the one card. You can't really see it, but boom, Can of Calm, and then Lethal Vision vinyls. There's his Camaro. And on the back it says the stuff that he does. He does CBD oil, CBD flower, CBD edibles, CBD concentrates, Delta 8 concentrates, Delta 8 edibles, accessories, glass pieces, and much more. So if you guys are in the Bethlehem, Pennsylvania area, this is the guy to go to for that kind of stuff and vinyl work. For either glass on your like window, like if you have a business and you want like graphics, or on a car, whatever, he does everything. Like, he's a man of many talents. So if you guys actually would watch some of my older videos back when I did a lot of auto stuff, you would see him in my videos. There's actually a video of him putting graphics on the Camaro I had before, so you guys could be able to see that as well. Matt. Sandra, that sounds awesome. And there's my little one trying to scare me. You're gonna say hi? Oh, yeah, don't trip and fall. You gotta wave.
So is RJ here?
RJ's not here. Matt's here though.
Oh, Matt.
Yeah.
Dab, 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 double dab.
You have to say hi to Matt because Matt's
Say hi, Matt.
so cool.
Hi, Matt.
Alright, go with Mama.
Come on. Bye, everyone. Bye, Matt. We're going to come back through the...
Okay, so Matt says, hey guys, hanging out in the garage. Yes, beer is involved. Of course beer is involved. Beer is always involved. When is beer not involved? Beer has to be involved. So, again, now that we have 14 people watching, make sure you guys stay tuned for after the replay video, because tonight I'm going to show you guys something seriously mind-blowing. That's insane. That is seriously going to be cool, and you guys are going to love it. If you don't love it, then I don't know what to tell you, because everybody's going to love it. But okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our meme of the week, which is 10 bosses, 1 worker ahead. You know, whoever actually like hacked that sign and put that on there is a freaking genius. Like, seriously, that person gets the award for like the coolest person on earth. Like that's just amazing. because that's literally how it is. Anytime you drive somewhere, you always see like all these people just hanging out and one person working. It never fails. It's like always like that. I usually just joke around and like if somebody's not working, I call them union workers, but that is legit. Like it's literally always the same thing. Comical. Totally freaking comical. Matt says PA road work to a T. It really is. And there's always road work. And that's why it doesn't get done. Because there's only one person working. Or at least acting like they're working. Funny enough. And then as far as our question of the week, I did not ask you guys a question. Because funny enough, Cannon's actually asked me a question this weekend. And funny enough, I was like, you know, I'm going to include that in my video and see what the audience has to say, because it's actually like, it's going to sound like a freaking hilarious question. But then you're going to think about it and be like, you know, that's kind of a valid question. So, the question is, if humans can see water, but humans cannot see air, do fish see air and can't see water? Mind blown. That's kind of a crazy question. And I'd really like to know a legitimate answer on that. If we can't see what we breathe, being air, and fish kind of breathe air, but they do it with the water, but like since fish live in like water, do they see air like the way we see water? Like, how does that work? Legitimately, how does that work? I'm waiting for an answer. I want to see somebody answer. And I want to ask a fish person and know legitimately if fish can see air, and if it looks like water. Like, that's crazy shit. Well, they have to see the bubbles, but a bubble that's different. That's different. Like, so like wrap your head around this, okay? That's no different than us like jumping in water and seeing things in water. But like if a fish jumps out of the water and they're in the air, are they actually able to like see air? Like, do they know what air looks like? Like that's the crazy thing. And well, honestly, it's funny, but it's kind of a legitimate question. It actually is. I'd really like to know. Not that it's going to affect my life in any way, but it would definitely be kind of cool. I haven't been able to open my eyes underwater. That's something I've never been able to do. It like hurts. Special underwater eyes. Possibly. See, it's crazy. Like, all of a sudden I want to be a fish to know these things. Okay, so Frank's comment, I don't think fish get the physical properties of either one, little brains. That's very true. That maybe this is an overthought question. Matt, a catch and release is like an out-of-body experience for a fish. That's probably damn accurate, spot on. Jennifer, but would the fish think that... Alright, I can't read tonight apparently. But would the fish think what they swim in is the air? Maybe. I don't know. Jenny says there's a kind of fish that spits a stream of water at bugs to knock them down for dinner. So don't think they see the air. But we're not talking about dolphins here. Dolphins are smart. Fish are not friends, they're food. Yeah, Stephanie, fish eyes are definitely unique. So we really don't know what they see. But anyway, we definitely have a lot of chatting to do at the end of tonight's replay video and something really epic and awesome to show you guys. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the replay video, and to definitely spice things up for what I'm going to show you guys, we are going back to the first time that myself and JP Videos did a paranormal investigation at Knox Mine disaster location, which you guys know was the first time we ever actually packed up and left, and just totally left a location like scared shitless. So we're going to replay that video tonight, kind of refresh some memory, and to those that haven't seen it, be able to see it for the first time. And then after that, we're going to have a lot to talk about and something crazy to show you. So make sure you guys stay tuned for after that video. This video is like an hour and 3 minutes long, but you guys know the deal. I'll be over here in the chat, so I will see you guys over there in the video. Definitely can't wait for it to be done so I can show you guys the crazy stuff I got to show you. So let's go ahead and get started.
Whoa! Is someone here?
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got JP Videos with me as always for another ghost adventure. Today we are at the Knox Mine disaster location, and it's pretty eerie here. There's a lot of water, a little bit of fog, really quiet in a heavily wooded area, so it really is given that creepy feel to it. I've never been here before. This is my first time seeing it, so I haven't seen it in daylight, just right now in the darkness. But JP Videos has been here before, and he's made 2 videos on this. At the end of this video, I will actually link the video where he describes what actually had happened here and shows some video footage that was taken from the actual disaster itself. So make sure you guys stay to the end of the video so that way you can click on that link.
Alright, so basically the Knox Mine disaster was a mine that was owned by the Knox Coal Company. 11:20 a.m. approximately, January 22nd, 1959, miners were working under the Susquehanna River. They were mining a vein of coal, and the safety barrier was supposed to be keep 50 feet of earth between where they're working and the bottom of the riverbed. That's the closest they could go without any risk of any potential disaster. Well, the coal owners said, there's a lot of coal there, we want to extract as much as we can. They worked the coal out of the area and left only 5 feet between the top of that coal tunnel and the bottom of that riverbed. So close that the miners could actually hear their water running overhead and water is leaking through. They were forced to wear raincoats while they were mining. Well, obviously water is considerably heavier than air, and land. That water breached into the tunnel, opened up a 100-foot wide diameter whirlpool of swirling water that was funneling into those coal mines. 12 men went missing and were never found, even to this day. They were never rescued. In the attempts to rescue them, they ended up diverting these railroad tracks and sending hopper cars and coal cars off the rails into the swirling whirlpool to try to plug it up. Obviously that didn't work. They ended up making a dam before and after the whirlpool, pumped all the water out, including that water out of the mines. Search crews went in, never found the miners. To this day, there were 12 men unaccounted for. Where we're standing here is the Eagle Air Shaft. This is where 33 men managed to escape to their safety before the waters came in. Also too, January, winters are very cold here in Pennsylvania. The water is probably in the 30s or 40s. So if they didn't die of drowning, they probably died of hypothermia because they would have been shocked from the cold, freezing water, maybe on their attempts to get out. It ended up being a natural disaster. They ended up plugging the ground with concrete and burying everything that's still under there. The hopper cars, the coal cars, and basically building the earth back up upon it so that no one could get in there and to try to prevent it from happening again. But to this day though, there is a covered open hopper car that washed downriver and is still there to this day. It got taken down by the current. And down below the base of the mine disaster site, there's acid mine drainage bubbling up from under the ground, staining everything a rust color orange. So that is the gist of it. As far as I know, a ghost hunt or paranormal investigation has never been done at this site. It has been covered. As Alan mentioned, I did do a documentary on it, which he will link down below in the description. But we're hoping to see if we can make contact with some of those 12 men.
Yeah, guys, so as he was saying, there are 12 bodies that are still buried here somewhere on this land. Nobody knows where they are, and that could bring...
They're over the river somewhere.
It could bring a potential haunt. There could actually be ghosts that haunt this place. Most ghosts will stay, you know, in the place where they die, or might stay with the body, as we've seen in, you know, like cemeteries and things like that. So there is a chance that there could be something here, and if it is, we will try to communicate with them, see if we can find out who they are, and possibly if we can get them to leave the area and go on to where they're supposed to go.
All right, everyone, welcome to tonight's paranormal investigation with myself, JP Videos, and Alan from Revenge of the Apocalypse. We just got to our location here. We're gonna wait for some viewers to come in, and we'll be getting started with tonight's investigation. He burned something over here in the trees.
Yeah.
So those of you tuning in, is that eyes up there?
Yeah, I think so. Looks like something wrong.
Maybe a reflector.
Yeah.
Alright, so those of you tuning in, we didn't get started yet. We are on our way to the location. We'll be there in a few minutes, and we'll share some of the history about the place if you don't know already. I have done 2 videos here. One was a documentary, one was a daytime live stream recently, where I did show an updated look. Now those are... Those eyes are moving.
Yeah.
Right. We're seeing some eyes up there. We don't know what it is yet. So. Mods, though, if you could do me a favor, find my documentary video, just search Knox Mine Disaster, and post that link in the chat. That way people can watch it and have an idea as to what took place here. Evidence tonight. The location alone is creepy tonight, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, regardless, if there's nothing here, this is still creepy, because, I mean, even with the black figure that we seen before the live started, that was kind of creepy than whatever we are seeing up here and all the noises.
Yeah, before we started the stream tonight, on our way to where we just started the stream, we had our lights off, not to draw any attention, and both Alan and myself did see a black figure further up ahead, which prompted me to turn on my flashlight, and nothing was there. Hey everyone tuning in, thank you for the congratulations on my goal of 100K. I will be doing a separate video thanking everyone, but this is a preemptive thank you, so couldn't have done it without all of you. Yeah, I walked through a bunch of those last time.
There is a reflector up there, but I did see.
Yeah, those
I did
eyes
see something move.
eyes went away. So we are walking on a former rail line. It's called a rail trail. On the other side of this fence is active train tracks, but they're only used sparingly once or twice a month. I just heard like rustling of leaves behind me. I thought someone was walking behind me. Got a big stone face here on our left. Up here, you can probably see it in the camera. And I'm sorry if it's pixelated. Once we stop it, we'll clear up. But there's a reflector up here. Right by there, we did see two eyes, which we thought was another reflector. But those eyes actually changed direction as we were approaching. So we have to be vigilant of any wild animals out here.
That's incredible looking.
Yeah. Nowhere for that to go to because this is a lot of wall here. So I don't know where this eyes into. Yeah, this type of video is perfect for the season. We're almost midway through October. And this video we're making tonight, this episode, is requested from viewers. When I was here doing the live stream, people say, hey, do you ever think about doing a ghost hunting? I said, yeah, plenty of times, but I didn't think people would want to see it because there's no physical structures here. It's just a pretty much a memorial site. Yeah, that's over. That's where we're going.
Okay.
I thought I heard like someone running. It is very, very quiet out here. And we're kind of partially secluded, partially in the open.
Hey, do you remember if this?
Ooh. There's a light up there, see it? Something was just flashing a light and stopped. And it was off and on.
Yep.
See it?
Uh-oh. Wonder what that is.
It's gonna kill the lights a second here. Okay, something is up ahead or someone with a light. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera or not. See it?
Yeah.
I do know there's a bridge further up, but that's getting closer, isn't it? Do you guys see that light?
Maybe it is cars. I mean, I'd like to hope so anyway. Yeah, I
Oh.
saw taillights.
Okay.
Oh,
Those are
God.
cars. We just saw taillights. We thought someone was coming this way. False alarm.
I was going to ask you, was that stuff here last time you were there?
Like that?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Okay. So somebody definitely came through since.
But these are the same tracks, though. If you watch the documentary footage, these are the same tracks that they curved off. And right where that marker is, where those flags are, is where the whirlpool was. So the tracks curved off and dumped the hopper cars into here. So we're gonna go over to the site here. I will give you a brief rundown on the history of this location. You could see the flags up here for the memorial, and the river, Susquehanna River, is directly behind it. So, what this place lacks in physical structures makes up for in history.
Those are just many flags here.
Yeah, I think there's some new ones added. Hopefully you guys can see that. It says Knox mine disaster occurred on this spot January 22nd, 1959. So they're asking if you're feeling anything yet.
I got a weird chill a little bit ago, but give me a few minutes and we'll see what happens. Because at the same time, I haven't been here, so just the eeriness of it alone is kind of creepy, and I didn't really realize I could be in touch with this stuff the way I am, so it's not like I can pinpoint it immediately. So okay guys, welcome to the editing side. There's actually something here that happened that I don't know if you guys are going to pick up on screen, so I'm going to go ahead and show you. But essentially, the camera actually got moved. Now, you can best tell if you look into this corner here, you'll notice the shift difference. So I'm going to go ahead and play this file again. So it's not like I can pinpoint it immediately. So right there, shift. So if I scroll along, you can see that the camera actually shifts. And you can best tell that by looking at the corners. So I don't know why the camera would have moved, but it did. I really realized I could be in touch with this stuff the way I am, so it's not like I can pinpoint it immediately. So I'll have to let you know.
So he is putting the trigger object there, which is the doll. He's used that before in the cemetery video, and he's going to set up his K2 meter next to it and put a stationary camera there to record the whole time. And those of you watching too, we are doing this respectfully, so anything that we do move or disturb, we will put back as it should be intended. But again, we're just here trying to make contact, not doing anything else.
That's a nice drop.
So I mean, there is the shoreline that's dry there, so we could go down if we choose to.
Right.
But we have to navigate this. See the rust color?
Yeah.
That bottle wasn't there last time. See if it?
Yep.
That last bottle. That's new. That's kind of creepy though. It's like,
It is.
that's an island right there.
Okay guys, now again we had the same issue. If you guys happen to see this one blade of grass right here, you may have missed it, so let's go ahead and watch this again. Now if you still didn't see it, I'm going to go ahead and show you, but it looks as if something forcefully presses it down. That is definitely not normal, and during this time period was when we were checking out going down below to decide on if we were actually going to go near the water or not. So nobody was in that vicinity, and at the same time it's only that one blade of grass that was touched, and again very forcefully pressed down. Get some shots down there.
Kill myself before the sun.
It could have potentially been whatever.
Alright, we're hearing some rather strange sound as we're getting set up here. We don't know what it is or where it's coming from, but I'm going to pull out the temperature gun and we'll get an accurate reading. so here is the temperature gun. So around 45 degrees, that's the temperature right now. The red laser is the laser for the temperature gun. It locks onto whatever I pointed at, and that is the temperature. Although it feels warmer than that.
Here's something over there.
Alright. Sorry about the lights. We're going to try to keep it dark. We don't want to draw any attention to anyone that potentially could be nearby, whether they're anything. We just don't really want to have anyone stumble upon us here. So we're going to keep it dark for the most time. We do have the mag light here, which we've used in previous investigations. I do adjust it so it's just turned off, and we set it down and we see if something touches it to turn it on, and we use it as a form of communication. So I'm going to get that set up right now. Okay, so what you're seeing, the light there is Alan's camera. He is recording right now the doll in night vision. He has his K2 meter there, which is the little green light there, and I have the flashlight there. So we're going to see if we can ask some questions, get some responses. Hello, my name is Jay. This is Alan. We are here to try to make contact with anyone or anything that's willing to speak with us. We are aware of the situation and tragedy that took place here, and we'd like to try to maybe get some questions answered or to send out a word to make your voice known. There are some devices here. There's a green light. If you touch that, it will light up different colors. And there's also a flashlight, also known as a torch or a lamp. If you touch that as well, it will light up. And if you can make one of those light up, we can communicate with you. We do know that there is 12 men that died here 60 years ago. And we know that you were told to do your job to mine the coal, even though you were reaching some unsafe depths of the earth. And we also know that you were never found or recovered.
It got really cold on me right now.
Did it? Alright, Alan said he's feeling some cold around him. I'm going to actually pull out the temperature gun around him. It's about 2 degrees cooler around you. Oh, there's the flashlight. Alright, we see you turn on the flashlight. Thank you very much for that. If you can turn it back off, we know that you can understand us. Just let go of the light or move away from it, it'll turn back off. Gotta get further away. Thank you. Wow. Okay, so we got our first response here. So thank you for turning that on for us. That is not going to harm you. You can use that to communicate with us. And we're going to try to ask you some questions. And if you could, turn it on for a yes response, or keep it off for a no. And you can also use the other device there with the green light. Either one will help us hear you. And we're also recording with microphones. If you're able to try to shout as loud as you can, we may be able to hear you. We come here respectfully, we mean you no harm. We just would like to ask some questions about the tragedy that took place here back on 1959. So can you tell me, are you one of the miners who died in the tragedy?
keep feeling a cold spot move.
Are you one of the coal miners who worked for the coal company, the Knox Coal Company?
You're not getting like no cold sensations like on your face at all?
Nothing like significant. Would you like us to leave this location? Are we bothering you? There's something in the distance.
Yeah.
I heard some movement in the distance, like something walking.
So we do understand that you put your trust into someone who essentially let you down and it cost you your life. And I know it must be hard to trust anybody else, especially after something so significant has happened. But we really do come here with no ill intentions and want to try to help you out.
So this is the setup. There's the, what's her name?
Jesse.
Jessie Dahl. To the right of her is the K2 meter. Behind the flag, laying on the marble, is the flashlight. And there's Alan's camera. So we're just keeping our distance. We're standing behind the camera that you're watching right now. So if anything does happen, we are not responsible for it. So we're going to wait here a little bit longer. After this, we're going to go down by the riverbank, closer to where the water source is and where the, actually, ooh, here we go. If that's you, make the light go on all the way. Try to pick it up. I need you to turn that on all the way. There you go. Thank you. We'd like to try to talk with you if you want to keep talking with us. The flashlight's gone on twice, yes. So they think it's for kids. No, they can think whatever they want. But we could use that as our next question, though. Is there a child here that maybe worked or died in the mines where you were maybe a breaker boy? We'd like to try to communicate with you. There's a toy there. You could try to pick it up. You could try to play with the lights, make them change colors. I'm glad we can actually see now. I can see like much better than our eyes adjusted. Now, again, upon walking here tonight, Alan and myself did spot a black shadow off in the distance on the trail we were walking on. We don't know what it was, but it looked like a figure of a person. And when I turned my flashlight on, it was gone. So that was our visible experience on our way here. So far, we have the flashlight responses, but they're not being direct responses, so we can't say yes or no, this is paranormal activity. We need to have some solid responses to our questions to say yes or no, we are speaking with someone. Has anyone been murdered near here? I really don't know offhand. Black shadows, usually bad spirits. Yes, I have heard that before. If one of these names are yours, please make the light turn on. Charles Featherman. Joseph Kaczynski. Dominic Kiwaleski. Frank Orlowski. Eugene Ostrowski. A lot of Polish people. William Sinclair. Daniel Stefanides. Hiram Zelonis. If any of those are your names, please turn on the lights. We'd like to communicate with you. Thank you, Jenny, very much. Temperatures dropped. We're down to 42, 41, 43 there. So temperature right now is fluctuating. If I can get the camera to focus, there we go. I did see some readings down to 41 up to 44, so temperature is slowly going down. Are you feeling anything at all, Alan?
When you got halfway done the list of names, I felt that cold air come back. But, you know, it was actually kind of odd because when I felt it come back, I was actually thinking about it. I'm like, wow, it feels like it got really, like, quiet here all of a sudden. Like,
Here we go.
speaking of,
I'm putting my hand here just to see if there's a little breeze down here. Flags are actually moving a little bit.
yeah. Which is weird because every time this came on, the flags have been actually moving.
So I'm just showing you nothing is touching that light. And the flags are actually waving a little bit. There's like a breeze right down there at that spot. Nothing is fabricating these experiences here. This is all happening on its own right before your very eyes. So again, unfortunately they're not direct responses, but it is some type of activity. It could be someone that doesn't speak English. It could be someone confused or lost. It could be nothing at all. We really don't know. Rest of the names: Samuel Altieri, John Beloga, Benjamin Boyar, Francis Burns. If those are any of your names, or if you know those individuals, we would like to speak with you. We know that someone wants to communicate. The light came on a few times already. We'd like to speak with you, and we want to thank you for being here with us, but we need you to participate a little bit more so we could try to get some answers to our questions. And Alan did state, while I was listing off the first group of names, he did feel a cold sensation. And yeah, those flags aren't really moving at all right now. It seems like when the light comes on, the flags are moving. And you can see they're not moving at all right now.
Are you trying to communicate with me specifically? Are you aware that I can feel your presence being around?
Somebody asked, do you think that you are still working in the mine? Are you here to report to work? Is someone stopping you from communicating with us?
Feel cold again. It's like a cold breeze right on my left hand underneath my microphone. It's like right by my knuckles.
Temperature is only like a 1 degree difference. Alan is stating he's feeling a cold breeze right now. I did scan him with the temperature gun. There's only about a 1 degree difference that I notice. Do you remember Miss Olson? If yes, please turn on the light or touch the green light. Are you gonna leave your stuff rolling here? Or?
Yeah, I'll leave it there. Who knows? Maybe something will actually decide it wants to communicate while we step away from it. Maybe they'll try playing with it or something.
All right. So as I mentioned, we're gonna leave cameras Alan's camera here, the Jesse Doll and the K2 meter, and if he happens to capture anything while we're gone, you'll be able to see that in his video when he does upload that to his channel, Revenge of the Apocalypse. So we're gonna take you now. We have to go down an embankment, which is not going to be easy for us to do, but we're going to do it to get down near the water and try to see if we capture anything. So you can see this is what we have to go down. This is not going to be easy. Definitely not recommended. But the river is right there. You can see the orange color. That is from the acid mine drainage coming up from underground from the flooded mines. I guess I'll go first. So let me put my backpack out of the way. Alright, so if I fall, at least it'll be live. Hopefully I don't get hurt. I do have hiking shoes this time, which should make things a little bit better. Oh, that's mud right there. Same spot I slid last time. You have to watch. There's right here is a patch of mud.
Okay.
And right there. And there's a little embankment here too. And I get the microphone twisted on the branch here. What's going on? I'll tangle up. Okay. Sliding. Okay, I'm going to show you guys where I just came down. This right here. There's Alan.
Alrighty.
And just came down this. This is pretty
This is gonna be fun.
tricky at night. What I suggest doing is come down towards this tree here,
Yeah.
grab onto the tree, and then kind of just try not to slide down on your butt though, because you'll get covered in mud. Yeah, so lean towards the tree, and then you're going to get your foot down here where I'm shining the light as you take down a tree.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, now turn towards the tree. Keep your left foot up there, bring your right foot down here. So keep your, just step down with your right foot to this little landing right here, right there. And then you're gonna come down kind of where I am here. All right, you okay so far?
Yeah.
Now I gotta go through the bamboo jungle.
See why he said no Nikes.
So under this water is where the miners are trapped somewhere. Obviously not in the bottom of the water, but in mine passages and tunnels. Now, Alan, look at that. You see that water? It's coming out from under the ground. Right
Yeah.
there. See it?
How close can I get to that?
You can get close. Just keep that there.
Yeah, see, I can see it coming out right here. And I know with the infrared it's not possible to see it, but all these rocks here are orange. They look like a rust color.
Now, the result of this. You guys see that? That looks like a freshwater spring. In fact, sulfuric acid bubbling out from under the ground. So realistically, if you were to dig down in that hole, you would eventually reach a mine sooner or later if you have some scuba diving gear. This is to show you too further up. This slippery here, so you have to be careful. Look at that. All this right here is all coming from under the ground. It's emanating the river. It's all along the shoreline here. And I did mention before, I'm going to be doing a video specifically on the acid mine drainage, showing you where the source of it is in the Lackawanna River and how it's affecting the Susquehanna River. You smell that too? It smells like sulfur. It smells like rotten eggs. Yeah, so the phone will set it off.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you guys, I do have the K2 out. It is going off, that's because it's near the phone. When we get further away from the phone, the lights do dissipate. So I'm not going to hold this. I'm going to have Alan stand over here. That's actually a really cool shot of you, silhouetted.
Yeah.
Questions to start, and then I'll ask them as well, and we'll see if it lights up at all.
Show my infrared real quick.
That was, what? That's whooping.
That's odd. Oh, hello. Is there somebody here with us? If there's anybody down here with us, feel free to come up and you can touch this device. And when you do, it will light up different colors and we will be able to easily communicate with you if you have something that you would like to tell us. So I do invite anyone here to please come forward and let's have a conversation.
Now falling back out into the river. Some strange sounds coming from an island.
Yeah.
You don't need to hear him right now. He is just putting the K2. He's asking some questions just to see if you can hear any responses or see responses, but I will relay any information to you guys.
If you're here, we're not going to hurt you. We just want to be able to communicate to try to help you out. If you're trapped here,
So Alan is asking questions. We're getting 0 responses, but when I did hand it to him though, it did get a yellow blip for about a split second, but we have nothing since.
yeah, I do got to say that the one crazy part about this place is just knowing, like, in a cemetery it's different. You know that there's people buried there, but
Yeah.
when you're here and you know that they could be anywhere and it's just that they're just loose in the dirt somewhere, it's just it's such a crazy way to like visualize it.
And also knowing in the back of your mind that under the ground here, you know, there's troll bodies that were never found, you know,
Yeah.
that they're still down there.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's just crazy thinking about that and knowing that like it could, like somebody could be like right here, for example. Like you don't even know it,
Yeah.
and it's such a shame. And it would be awesome to be able to find them. But yeah, that's the thing. If a spirit would actually communicate with us, you know, we can get light hits and know that something's here. And then if they do well on a spirit box, maybe they could actually locate where they're at. You know, that would be awesome.
We do know there's lots of history here and a lot of death and tragedy. So it was a gamble just deciding, is it worth it or not? But we didn't know until we came here. And we can't say we didn't have any activity at all. We did. We did have a few flashlight hits. We did hear noises. We did see a shadow. But it's not as active as other locations. That's not to say there's nothing here.
Alright, so this is the view we're trying to go up. Some footing right here, over here. Grab something here to pull up. Ow. Crap, that hurt. Just watch what you grab. Some of those got thorns on them.
So far, so good. Don't want to step there. Don't want to step there.
Yeah, what I did was I put my right foot up against the tree and went behind it and then came up that way. And then from there on up, it's pretty alright.
Ow! Pickers.
Yeah.
Man, that sucks. Oh, got a spider on me. Okay.
Hey, if that's the most pain I go through on an adventure, I'll take it. I'll definitely be anxious to see if anything had gone on.
Got a nice moonlit sky tonight. Alright guys, I'm mic'd back up now. I do have the flashlight back down on the plaque here, showing the spot where the miners perished. Alan's camera and K2 meter still there, the Jesse doll still there. But now we do have the spirit box, which I'm going to turn on now. You're going to hear a lot of sound, like static radio frequency scanning. That's what it's supposed to do. It's going to scan through radio frequencies, either forward or backwards, however I choose, and at the rate of slow or fast, however I choose. We're going to ask questions. The answers typically come through really quick. Like you'll hear like a yes or no or danger or a name, but it comes through really quick. A lot of times you can't hear it unless you replay back the audio at a slower rate. So keep your eyes and ears open. Eyes for activity on the ground, ears for the responses. So let's get started with this. Is there anyone here with us that would like to make contact or communicate with us? Actually, I'm going to adjust the volume, turn up a little bit louder. Hang on one second. Can you tell us your name? Are you upset that we're here? Did you die in the Knox mine disaster? There was something there. Do you know the 12 men that died? Do you feel like you're trapped here? Is someone stopping you from leaving this area? Do you miss your family? I heard like a man's voice.
Yeah.
Come through like distinctly. Are you trying to find the white light? Those of you that are questioning, just so you understand, the way a spirit box works is it does scan the radio frequencies. I'm on FM frequencies right now, and spirits are supposedly able to manipulate and make a word that's being programmed on the radio stand out as a response. So you are hearing radio frequencies in real life, but the ones that are standing out are supposedly being controlled by spirits. That's how they're reported to work. So it's not just random radio frequencies that are stopping. This is scanning at 150 milliseconds per minute, and I can even scan it backwards, which I'll do now, and we'll see if we get any type of other responses. But I did hear a few responses. I think you did as well. I need my flashlight here to see the settings here, so I'm going to turn it back on. If you guys have any questions you'd like me to ask, put them on the screen. I will ask them for you. Okay, now it's scanning backwards. I'm going to turn that volume up a little bit louder. Did 13 people die here? Can you please tell me your name? Whoa! 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 Something made a big thud right in the woods here, right behind the alley. That actually startled me. Is someone here? Oh man. Grab my bag right there, please.
Yeah.
What the heck was that?
I don't know, but that was loud.
Something, the best way I could describe it, it sounded like a coconut fell from a tree and a big thud on the ground. I'm starting to think someone's here. Alright, we're going to kill the lights and see what's going on. Something is a little off right now. It was loud though. Me and Alan heard it distinctly.
It's crazy too because we heard that over top of the spirit box.
Yeah. The spirit box is playing right by my ear and we heard it.
Something again.
Thud.
Yeah, I heard something move in the, like something walking.
Hold this a second. But keep the camera on me.
Okay. Yeah, we do have methods of protection on us, so.
It's really thick here too. Like we would hear someone coming.
Yeah, it literally sounded like something fell right out of the trees. Like that was a thud. That was
Yeah. Sounds like someone chucked a boulder.
yeah. I mean, you know, it's weird too, but that could have been some form of activity too. I mean,
Yeah, it could have been a response. My fear, it's a person, and that's my biggest thing I don't want to encounter, because you don't know why somebody would be out here right now, besides us.
yeah. But that's the weird part about it though too, is the fact that we should have heard somebody, even if they were trying to carefully get through. Like, I mean, you know how much noise we were making just
Yeah.
coming up this.
Exactly.
There's no way you could go through that without making a significant amount of sound.
So, just to give you a recap as to what just happened, we were doing our spirit box session. Alan was standing kind of right on the ground where I'm showing you the flashlight right here. He was standing right here. I'm standing right where I am now. I was facing the marker site, and as we were listening for responses, a loud thud fell. Something fell and made a loud thud in those trees. It reminded me of someone chucking a boulder, or like a coconut falling from a tree, which there's no coconuts here obviously, but someone would have to be in there, and that is very thick and almost impenetrable. You would hear someone walking through, and we didn't hear anything, but we heard that thud. It very well, like Alan said, could be a response paranormally, but my fear is that someone is maybe out here messing around. So we're gonna kind of put this on pause for a few moments and make sure we're not getting ourselves in a bad situation. It wasn't a stick falling, it wasn't an animal, it was something heavy. We're actually going to keep the stream going until we get back to our car, just so that you guys know and we know that we're getting back safely and as a group, because with this happening, I really don't know what to do at this point. I don't know if we should continue or just pack it up. Maybe that was a sign to scare us away. Maybe they're telling us, hey, we don't want you here anymore. That very well could be what happened. Right.
The scary part about it is whatever fell had a lot of weight to it.
Yeah, there was mass to it. That was like a bowling ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, it sounded like someone threw a bowling ball, like threw it as hard as they could, and it just landed. And I just don't know what would have made that sound. Someone would have to be in there to do that. There's no way somebody's in there unless they've been sitting there all night.
Actually, you know, I just had an idea, because I was thinking in my head, I'm like, okay, well, it's not down there by the rocks, because if something were to go down like a rock wall or anything, you would have heard it tumbling, hitting other rocks.
Yeah.
What are the chances of somebody down there tossing it up?
There's a possibility.
Which, I mean, again, it's a lot of weight to throw up. But, I mean, that's the only thing I could think of that would not have...
I'm going to take a quick look.
All right.
You know what? Just going over there now. You tell the camera. Can they see me on camera?
Yeah.
So I just went by the river edge at the top of the path to see if anyone's down there. I didn't see anyone, but I just got the feeling like, just like something bad, like you shouldn't be here anymore. That's the feeling I just got. And I'm thinking we should probably act on that, because something did that to get our attention. What?
What?
Oh, it's a bug. I saw something moving in the trees there. Whew, I thought it was like a ghost or a spirit.
I don't know.
Yeah, that could happen too. Here's your... Alright, so just sit tight, guys. We're going to pack everything up. And we're going to make our way out of here. If there's any spirits or anything here, you are not allowed to go with us. You are to remain here. You are not to follow us or to attach yourselves to us. Please remain at this location. You do not have our permission to follow us or to stay with us. Those of you that perished here, the 12 men, you'll be my thoughts. I feel bad for what happened, and I will return another day to visit and maybe make contact, but I think it's time to go. In the name of God, stay here at this location. Do not follow us. Do not come with us. We are now leaving. We leave in peace. Look, there's eyes. In there. Guys, there's eyes straight ahead of us here. You see them?
No. We're on the trail.
Right in the
yeah.
middle.
Oh yeah. Looks to be really low.
What is
Coming towards us. That's coming at us.
Yeah, it's not moving. It's still there.
It looks like something standing there though, like a little creature.
Why isn't it running away?
Yep. No, it moves. It moves. But it's off to the right there.
Is it still there?
I would assume it probably is going to be there because I ain't going to have nowhere else to go.
This is the Eagle Air Shaft where 33 men escaped from that disaster, and where the first man escaped to let authorities know what was going on to basically go summon help. So that's the location. We're roughly 50 yards down from where everything just took place. Like a piece of lumber there, isn't it?
Yeah. Looks like it's actually like opened up right there, don't it? Like the rock.
Yeah, it does. Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Can you hold this?
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna go check that really quick.
Okay.
Just keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Something that's been walking here is trampled down. There's a fence here.
Yeah.
This is metal. This is where the air shaft was. They have it all piled up with boulders.
Yeah.
See the fence?
Oh yeah.
You can hear metal. So the air shaft was right here. And they plugged it up with boulders, but you could probably still find a way into it. Alright, so that is the actual location of the Eagle Air Shaft. That is a fence and a fence post there, and a bunch of big boulders that are purposely collapsed to plug up the hole. How's that sound? I can already tell you, it wasn't a branch. It wasn't a small animal. And the only way it could be a person is if they were sitting there the entire time without making a sound.
Yeah, guys that watch my video, make sure down in the comment section, flood it up. Let's see what kind of ideas we get, because really there's a whole bunch of different theories we could try to come up with, but truth is we don't know the answer. We definitely didn't want to stick around to find the answer, and it could range from being a person to just a freak accident to something being paranormal. We don't know. So share your thoughts.
We could call it the danger zone. But
oh, that's comforting being back over here.
The path to darkness.
Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, check out JP Video's channel so that way you can see the live from what happened here tonight and to be able to get the jump on other paranormal investigations that we do in the future. You'll always be able to see them first on his channel, then second on mine. So if you want to stay on top, make sure you're subscribed. Thanks for watching guys. I'll see you in the next video.
The apocalypse.
Alright guys, so that was a look at the Knox Mine disaster paranormal investigation the first time we went there. There was a second time we went there, and I would very much like for there to be a third. So I will be talking to him very shortly about actually returning there. Now, for tonight's big surprise and epic surprise. Been waiting all night to show you guys this. I'm happy as hell that the video is done. Have any of you guys seen my shorts video of this location here? So, if you guys did not see my shorts video that I posted on Friday, make sure you check it out, because I actually had the pleasure of exploring a legally, I don't want to call it abandoned because it's owned. I actually know who the property owner is. It's kind of abandoned because nobody's living in it, but a house that was actually caught on fire. The whole house is completely burned, and it was actually due to Christmas lights. So we actually explored this house during the daylight. Now, the real question is, who would like to see a paranormal investigation in a abandoned, burned house? Let's see you guys in the chat. Now, some fun facts. This house is actually historical. It was actually visited by Benjamin Franklin. It was built in 1729, and it was also a mortuary, so there was a morgue in the basement. It was also used for whatchamacallit, it was used as a fort. It was used to house miners, so people that were in coal mines. And in more recent modern times, it was an ice cream parlor, something else, and then it ended up being where they added on to it and made it an apartment complex, which then it burned. But there's a lot, like if you actually research the history on the building, it's massive, all of these things that it used to be. But one of the biggest things was it used to be a strap house, which people of olden days, like Benjamin Franklin, where there was actually a photo of him in front of the building, actually stayed there. So, again, I did say I had a surprise, so you guys all saying you wanted to see a paranormal investigation, well, here's a cool little tease. Now look at that coolness. We've already done it. The house is actually, because it's historical, not allowed to be knocked down, even though it was burned the way it was. It has to be repaired for historical value. So it's being restored. And right before it got boarded up, I had permission to do a immediate investigation, which I did invite JP Videos, but he's actually has other arrangements right now. Was not able to attend that, so I did do it solo, but with somebody with me. Now here's the crazy part. I haven't even really been able to start editing this video yet, and I've already found a face. So I'm going to show you guys this, because what is actually found in this house and what we felt is actually insane. It's horrifying. It was a real bad experience. This house had some sort of an evil energy inside of it, and you guys are about to get a quick look. Now I have 3 photos to show you guys. One of a raw image where I'm going to see if you guys can see it, a second one pointing it out, and then a third one actually depicting everything, so that way then if you didn't see it, you will see it. So our first bit is right here. Do you guys see I have issues seeing colors, so you guys got to help me on this. It is a red or a pink, and it very well could be red, figure. There is a red or pink colored figure in this photo, taken out as a screenshot from that video. So this is my first big, here you go, it's literally in your face. This is a photo up close of a face, and it's as I was literally editing this thing, which I still have a lot of editing to do, so this video is probably going to be 2 or 3 weeks out. But do you guys actually see what is in this photo? I'm going to go ahead and actually have it circled here now, if you guys can see it. There's actually a face that takes up the majority of the screen here. And right here I'm going to go ahead and actually pinpoint everything. So you can see there is legitimately a full figured eye, lips, nose, and you can see the face and the hair. Once you have established where the eye, the lips, and the nose are, you can see we are actually, like, the camera was literally right in the face of this paranormal entity. So now that you guys have actually seen it, pinpoint it, I'm sure now looking at the raw photo, you can actually see, you know, it there. And it's honestly, this is probably one of the most incredible photos that I have ever gotten, because there is literally no way to explain this. It's nuts. It's honestly, I cannot wait to have that video fully edited, but there are so many things that I have to look at, because we also had a moment where, and this is how I actually found that photo, I froze the frame from the video because later in that night we went in another room and we found a pickaxe laying on the floor, and me and the guy with me were both like, okay, this definitely was not here. So in a motion where I was just panning the camera in the beginning of the film, I put it in slow motion and went through, and right at the moment where I knew where the pickaxe was, I paused it and took a photo to show him, like, hey, look, we weren't crazy, the pickaxe really wasn't there. And that's when the face was noticed. So not only was there a face in the photo, but I have solid proof that a pickaxe a whole pickaxe appeared out of fucking thin air and was laying on the floor later that night. Now, this is a place that you could walk through and just go right through the floor. There are no windows on it. There are no doors on it. This place is completely burned. And it's honestly, you wouldn't be able to get in there without making a shit ton of sound. We did hear sounds. Not the sound of somebody coming through. Now, the place is being restored, as I said. So it was kind of an emergency situation to get in because it's actually being boarded up now. So by the time you're even seeing this live, it's probably already boarded up. But there was debris everywhere, and somebody coming in would have, not knowing we were there, or there was no way that this fucking pickaxe was just laying on the floor. Now, I did hear from other people that I shared the photo to that they see another face. I didn't see that one yet. That one I have yet to see. I only see the one, actually, but other people have told me that they see the second face. But it's just, honestly, just looking at it right there is just, it's just nuts. Like, seeing how it's just there. I mean, again, if anybody happened to come in late, I mean, there's everything pinpointed. I mean, this is, it's insane. It's really fucking insane how detailed this, it is. Like, it's insanely detailed. There's literally anything I could possibly try to throw at it to say that, like, it's a fake or a fluke situation. I have nothing. I have no way to debunk this at all. And again, it's colored. It's not even like it's just a transparent anything. It's literally fucking pink or reddish. It's colored. Which is nuts. That is seriously fucking nuts. Really. I'm amazed. And I still have to go through. I only worked on this video for maybe like 2 minutes. I have like a whole 2 hours of video to edit. Now, here's the one problem with it, which I have to put in the beginning of that video when I do that video, and this sucks. When you have a bad spirit, they can actually mess with your shit. My GoPro that I use and my voice recorder. Oh, why am I getting tired? You literally can see in my video when I post it, I'm recording. The memory cards are clean. There's nothing on them. And when you try to actually load up the memory card on both of these devices, they have errors, they're corrupted, something happened to the files. So I know we came in contact with either something demonic or something really bad that had a lot of energy, which, if you see that photo, again, there was definitely something that had a lot of energy. Actually, at one point, too, during the investigation, something actually turned my GoPro off, which was weird, and I caught that on camera as well. So, the only footage I have is from my my handy dandy Sony with the infrared. So I have to see what I can make do with, because I have some cool shots with the GoPro, and they're gone. So I guess I'm lucky to have what I have. Okay, so Adam says the eye arrow is partially covering the second face on the far right. So let's see here. So see if I can see it. I think I see it now. I think I do. I think I see the other face, but I definitely see the one. And even the one that I have shown here, I actually didn't even notice that one. Like, it took me a while. Like, somebody else actually pointed it out. And it took me a while to actually see it for myself. But it's like, once you see it, like, there's no unseeing it. Like, it's there. Jenny, you know, you actually gave me a great idea. I actually wonder if it's possible, if I can do something to maybe make it more visible. Actually, let me go back to where you guys can see me. I'm actually playing with my photo editor right now, seeing if I can maybe make it show a little bit better. I mean, not really. I kind of took some of the coloration out, and I can't really see it. That was a waste. But yeah, I got no way of debunking that. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, see, I don't see the other face. I really don't see it. By all means, if anybody sees more faces in this image, feel free, screenshot the video, and if you can, circle something or whatever and send it to me. Because like I said, I only see the one vivid as hell. Like, it's literally in your face, and it's like in this lady's face. Like, it's totally... Like I said, there's no way I can debunk this. But like I said, as far as a demonic entity, I wouldn't be surprised, because we were really uncomfortable there, and some of the activity was strange. But for the fact that I have 2 SD cards that are completely annihilated, that's insane. And if any of you know anything about ghosts and demons and things like that, if it's something that's strong enough, a lot of the time they don't like being captured, and they will actually fuck your shit up. So for me to have damaged devices, and it's more than one, I can't argue that. That's kind of stone cold fact. Well, I did do a full paranormal investigation there. There is a full-on investigation. I just have to get the video edited, which is going to be a lot of editing. Jay was unable to attend, so I did have somebody go with me for safety reasons. But it's pretty cool because I basically got to explore a house that Benjamin Franklin actually stayed at. It's literally listed as a historical location, and it was burned. And again, not only was I able to explore it and do the shorts video, but I was actually able to do a paranormal investigation. So I was very, very happy to be able to have that, opportunity. Yeah, Jenny, honestly, I I've never actually even broken any of my equipment. I'm very meticulous, just like you say. Like, everything is prim and proper. Everything has a home. Everything has cleaning done to it, this, that, and the other. And, you know, I have them in that nice box, so everything is toted around very secure and safely. And for me to literally have on film this camera recording, like, you'll see it in the video, like, you'll see I have my GoPro recording, but then to turn around and the files are damaged is just, you know, it's insane. And it's not only that, it was other devices that have the same exact effect on them. And it's like, okay, well, we definitely captured something that didn't want to be captured. What secrets are hidden on my Sony? Because my Sony was the only piece of equipment that came out actually surviving, having footage on it. You know, out of all my cameras that I use for paranormal investigating, that one was the only one that actually survived having footage on it, which is phenomenal. That's just fucking nuts. If I wouldn't have had that, I would literally have no video. I would have nothing. I wouldn't even had anything. It would have just been something to talk about. Oh God, yeah, I'm definitely ready for bed. But anyway, so definitely hope you guys enjoy this video. Remember, not all the time, but every so often, make sure you guys pay attention to everything going on, be it myself or anything surrounding, because on Wednesdays, if it pops up, if it's applicable, whatever the fucking word is, that word, if it applies to that week's video, then you guys can win a free t-shirt. So again, our current winners are Jamie and Christine. So you guys got to pay attention to one. God, can I talk? Maybe it's just because I'm tired. So pay attention to Wednesdays. It's going to be a random time. And if you guys happen to notice anything different when I post my question, comment. If you're the first one to actually find what I did sneaky that I planned to be sneaky, then you'll get a free t-shirt. Do want to thank everybody for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed tonight's video. And hold on, we've got a let's see this. Sandra sent me a video. Oh shit. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Can it rotate? Can Instagram rotate? I guess not. Alright, so can I make it bigger? Okay, well anyway, if any of this shows, yeah, it shows. There's what Sandra sent me. So thank you very much, Sandra. I actually see that now. There is multiple faces there. Ain't that some shit? And that one's got lit up eyes. I do remember, I think maybe it was Adam. Somebody said something about a face with lit up eyes. Ain't that something? Huh. Well, guys, if anybody else has any photos, if they screenshot that and happen to send any photos my way, feel free to do that. And honestly, when it comes to every single paranormal investigation video, if somebody ever does see something in the video that I missed, always feel free, pause the video, screenshot it, circle whatever it is, and send it over to me. And then it's something that we can also capitalize doing the live streams, and I'll be able to show what you guys send me. So definitely keep that in mind. But anyway, as I was getting off, yeah, I couldn't see it. I didn't see it. Sometimes you have to have. That's why, like, I did. That's why I did this one, where I literally pointed everything out. Because honestly, some people don't see it right away, and I didn't even see that right away. So I don't know how the person that showed me saw it right away. It was nuts. But anyway, do want to thank everybody for watching. Hopefully you guys had a great night. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you're already not subscribed. And stay tuned and pay attention to Wednesdays. If it applies, it is applicable, or fuck that word. If it applies to that video that week, to get yourself a free t-shirt. I already have 2 winners, 2 shirts coming out. do want to thank everybody for watching. Again, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.
The apocalypse.